For a second there, I was trying to figure out who is she talking about. Are you all excited? Yes. Okay, if you're excited, I think you can sound more excited than that. Good afternoon, my fellow Tuskegee University engineering students. It is so hard to believe that it has now been 25 years. Yes, that's right. Exactly a quarter of a century, or 2.5 decades, since I graduated, and to this day, from this globally renowned and illustrious Tuskegee University campus in general, and this most prestigious and long-standing reputable Tuskegee University engineering program in particular. But from my calculations, I thank God for the opportunity to return to my beloved Tuskegee engineering alma mater approximately 300 months or 9,131.054 days later. And don't worry if you don't trust my calculation, pull out your own calculators. You're engineers, right? This is outstanding because no matter how you calculate it, in hours, minutes, or seconds, I think it's fair to conclude that with it being 25 years, it's definitely been a long time coming, and I'm grateful. So let me first give honor where honor is due, starting with our very own esteemed 7th President of Tuskegee University, Dr. Brian Johnson. I'm also, and I want to give honor, when you have a trustee, board trustee in your midst, so I give honor to him as well. I'm also obliged to the former Dean Lee Berg, Interim Dean Kesmac Aglin, Ms. Toya Dean, and last but definitely not least, Dr. Tamara Floyd-Smith, for doing an exemplary job of not only hosting me as today's guest speaker, but also as a devoted and distinguished alumni who once sat in your chairs and actually walked in your shoes. And as I proudly stand in the exact place that I did so many years ago, I am wholeheartedly thankful to my father, Garland Wise. He refused to let me pursue my initial far-fetched dream of becoming a solid gold dancer, and who elected instead to enroll me in the electrical engineering program here at Tuskegee University. But I don't want you all to worry about me. No, it's no love lost. I couldn't dance anyway, okay? Which is why I'm so grateful to my mother, Frankie Wise, for never hesitating to jump on somebody's bike, I'm gonna be honest with you, anybody's bike, or even to walk to ensure that I turn in all my pending engineering and work-related assignments on time. And I'm proud to say that she is still walking and a mover and shaker even to this day. I'm also appreciative to my older sister, Monica Wise, for actually taking the time to actually teach me the real science of mathematics. Now, it's important that you know she didn't want to, but my parents made her. But I appreciate her nonetheless. And last but definitely not least, I'm extremely indebted to my wonderful husband, Terry Wright, who has inspired me to still dance, but instead with my heart, as I continue the necessary solid steps to reach for the gold. And today is your opportunity to not only reach for the gold, but to take a hold of the gold mine, as well as motivation for your very own gold transformation. But it is imperative that you first understand the gold refining process. Because when you clearly understand the purification, or should I say the engineering process of solid gold, you will learn to not only embrace your destination, but your journey. Thus, the gold refining process has 6 primary stages. Stage 1 is the breaking stage, where the refiner breaks up ore, which is the hardened rock or your native metal, that is encased with common minerals such as tin, copper, and zinc, but yet also has the promise of obtaining valuable, rare, and precious metal such as solid gold hidden within. Similarly, as engineering students and now soon to be ethically practicing engineers, I am sure that you, as I once did, started your engineering journey as students who were often hardened with fear, anticipation, and anxiety, but yet with the enthusiasm, hope, and expectation of knowing that something more valuable, rare, and special were hidden within you. Stage 2 is a crucible stage, where the refiner puts broken, crushed rock into a crucible, which is also a fireproof melting pot that is able to withstand heat. Then the refiner places the crucible into the furnace at the precise temperature necessary for removing other metals that would mar the quality of the gold. I think it is fair to say that you have definitely felt the heat of the furnace as you have endured intense and fiery trials and oftentimes unbearable tests and challenges during your Tuskegee engineering student experience. But you nonetheless endured and prevailed to progress to the next stage, which is stage 3, the draw stage, where the refiner places the crucible in the heated furnace to remove a layer of impurities called dross. As engineering students, these impurities would have consisted of anything that would have potentially kept you from successfully completing your engineering journey, including wrong motives for your area of study, wrong attitudes towards your professor and leadership, and or wrong and unethical actions in your particular field. Which is why stage 4, the heat stage, is so essential. Because in this stage, the refiner painstakingly skims off these impurities and then turns up the heat and places the crucible back into the blistering furnace. And again, up to 7 times, we are told in historical literature, more impurities rise to the surface. Accordingly, I am fully confident that as engineering students, you have not only felt the intense heat throughout your entire Tuskegee engineering experience, but what may have felt like a never-ending yet surreal journey. Because as engineering students, you did not know what you were made of until you were put to the test of the fire. But you prevailed and endured to progress into stage 5, the purification stage, where each time and with utmost skill and patience, the refiner removes the final remaining dross and impurities, leaving behind gleaming gold that is more pure, precious, and valuable than before. For without question, you have withstood the fiery trial of meeting and exceeding each of your specified engineering requirements, and you have hung on to hope, even in the midst of your blazing trials, where the heat was often turned up beyond that which you even thought you could bear. And now you are not only a proud golden tiger, but you are now a highly valuable, prized, and collectible piece of solid gold who reflects character, integrity, and ethics. As such, you can now proceed to the final, yet most fulfilling and rewarding stage. Stage 6, the reflection stage. This is where the refiner can finally see a clear image of him or herself. Because only when the refiner, which encompasses Tuskegee University, the engineering department, Tuskegee faculty and staff, your parents, mentors, and numerous other champions of success in your life, sees a clear reflection of him or herself, is when the process is finally and successfully completed. And then, and only then, does the goal attain its highest degree of purity, which is why today you are now each equipped, qualified, and prepared to take the oath to practice ethical engineering, and to moreover foster a spirit of pride and responsibility in each of your respective fields of engineering. However, you must now not only shine and reflect as refined, pure gold, but as soon-to-be engineering students who will soon take an oath to practice ethical engineering, you must also reflect upon your past. It is your heritage. Acknowledge the present. It is your responsibility. Plan for the future. It is your challenge. This is why it is expedient, as Albert Einstein, who is considered one of, if not the most influential physicists of the 20th century, so nobly stated, to learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. As engineering students moving to learn from yesterday, you must occasionally look back to recognize and appreciate how far you came. And look back to remember those who helped along the way and those who blazed the trail you followed. As my father Garland Wise so profoundly quoted to me in February of 1993, as I prepared to speak during a momentous Black History Month event at my second graduate engineering alma mater, the University of Tennessee Space Institute. If I have seen at all and done any actions worthwhile or made any contributions, it was because I appreciated, respected, and emulated the legacies of my forebears and was motivated enough to stand on their shoulders. And as you now progress to live for today, you must further pursue your passion, reaffirm your commitment, establish your value, cultivate your talent, respect your field, and build your skill set as newly practicing and ethically confirmed engineers. And as my mother, Frankie Wise, just recently told my sister Monica, just barely over a week ago, actually it was on Sunday, April the 26th, 2015 to be exact, you can have all the skills in the world, but talent, like a cake, is not going to bake yourself. So let me admonish each of you to get fired up to cook so that you can begin to bake your cake of success and your pie of gold as you proceed to hope for tomorrow. Because you are now in the transition of creating your purpose, pursuing your destiny, designing your roadmap to success, and securing your legacy as aerospace science, chemical, electrical, and or mechanical engineers. But you cannot take the oath to ethically practice engineering without ethics, nor achieve ethics without integrity, nor attain integrity without character, and nor sustain character without ethics, because they are all interconnected, and they each synergistically come back first full circle to reconnect to one another. Thus, you can't have one be it ethics, integrity, and character, without the other. Which is why I would now like to get ready to conclude with the words of wisdom of tennis icon Billie Jean King, who I was so honored to be one of the women who were featured in my book, Dear Success Seeker, alongside my mom and others. On page 139 of my book, Billie Jean King writes, Dear Success Seeker, undoubtedly, life is not a game. It is a process that requires personally defining success, taking risk, and giving your best shot. Continuously strive for excellence and being better today than you were yesterday. Ultimately, this will result in attaining a winning position in life and obtaining valuable experiences. Life is full of experiences, and experience is priceless. Use your life experiences to give back and positively impact the lives of others. Use your talents to win, not only for yourself, but for generations to come. Then and only then can you achieve true success. Based on my life experiences, I believe success is based on character, determination, and ethics. It is so important to do the right thing, keep your word, and take the higher road. The best of luck in your life and success endeavors. Sincerely, Billie Jean King. Well said, Billie Jean. And let me inject and advise that as each of you travel your higher road to ethical engineering, multiple opportunities, and inevitable success in both career and life, please always strive to stand on the past, stand for the present, stand towards the future. And remember that you are priceless, refined, and certified solid gold Tuskegee alumni, ethical engineers, and eminent trailblazers. And the best is yet to come. Thank you, and God bless you.